UvaldeRadio.net. Good morning, Robert Miguel here with you. It is Friday. Tonight is Foursquare Friday. Don't forget to go downtown and shop our awesome downtown Main Street businesses. A little bit later in the morning, we're going to talk to Susan Rios from the Main Street program and tell us all about those details. But something else really cool going on tonight in conjunction with Foursquare Friday is the Ghost Lantern Tour. And here to talk about it is, I've got, double trouble. It's October, so it's going to get scary. We got Mr. Mendell Morgan and Miss Olga Charles.
Yay, there you go. We are here, and we're excited to talk about the Lantern Ghost Tour.
Yes, sir. We are delighted. How are you today?
I am great. I'm excited because this is always a lot of fun. It always brings some great attention to our historic downtown, and it also helps you guys out at the El Progreso Memorial Library, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is something we've been doing really since about 1997 with a few interruptions, but this is a lovely tradition going on now for 22 years, and it is a fundraiser for the library, but even more than that, it's just a really fun event. Robert, I know you've been in the past, and I know you know how much fun it really is.
1997, 22 years. I'm trying to wrap my brain around the fact that 97 was that long ago.
I know. Can you believe it? And the thing is, because it's outside, it's on the square, and all the stations that we go to are outside, that makes it so interesting for all the people that go and listen to the wonderful history that Uvalde has had that people in town have never heard about. So this is a great time for you to come out and listen to the stories. This year it's going to be about what happened during the Civil War era in the Uvalde area. So there's going to be a lot of interesting stories for children to learn some history, for adults to learn some history about our community. Wonderful event, and we're going to be out there, and I know it's going to be just a nice, cool, breezy evening. And Mendel, can you explain the ticket sales and all as to what they're going to do?
Yeah, we have something really exciting this year, Robert. The Uvalde Grand Opera House has recently instituted a new online ticketing sales possibility, and they have linked us with that. So right now, we are taking online sales for tickets. The tours are going to leave about every 20 minutes, starting at 7 o'clock in the evening, and I know that's already been sold out. But we're taking reservations for people because we're going to have 8 different groups of 10 in each group. Okay. And so that will start at 7 o'clock, and you can still get your online tickets. But around 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to cut off online sales. So if there are any remaining tickets to be had, you will need to come to the Courthouse Plaza Square, and one of our lovely volunteers will be there to issue a ticket to you. We can take cash, check, we can do Cash App, and the ever-popular Square.
Now, online sales are going on today till 4 p.m. Now, is that at the Opera House website, uvaldeoperahouse.org?
Yes, and you can also access it through the www.elprogreso.org. That's one S in Progreso. But that is the library's website, Robert, and we've got a link right there on the very first thing you see when you come into that website. Awesome.
Well, having online sales, streamlining that is actually fantastic. So, again, the event is tonight, and get your tickets. Now, how much are tickets, and what are there age groups? Is there a requirement? Give us details as far as who can take the tour.
Well, of course, it's open to folks of all ages. Adult tickets are $10. Children's tickets are $5. And so we have a limited number because we are going to try to keep it to those 8 groups of 10. But we do want people to get signed up early and come and take advantage of it because, as Ms. Olga said, it's not only fun, but it's really educational. And, of course, there's a little element of the eerie thrown in because it's all done by lantern light after.
Exactly. So all the docents carry lanterns, the old-timelies that are, filled with kerosene. And so, you get that smell of the kerosene, and it's at night, and you've got all the cars that are going, and people are coming and going, and there's just so much excitement because it's the evening, and it's a cool night now that we've been having cool nights.
Lovely.
And all these people, it is a wonderful experience that the whole family can enjoy, and that's the best part. Yeah. The whole family can enjoy it. great family fun. So we invite everyone to come out to our Lantern Ghost Tour today because you will not be disappointed.
And educational, of course.
And
we always have to, because the library is the sponsor, and of course we're all about not only fun but also helping people become better informed, better educated. Because this is, as Olga said, it's going to be the Civil War period and Reconstruction following that. So as we begin, we'll imagine that we're standing on the plaza in 1860.
Wow.
At that time, it was called Market Square, and across the street was the Stein Building. There was a 2-story rock building that served as a local store and hotel. We had a courthouse, a blacksmith, a few houses. Main Street was full of wagons and cattle. Some were bringing supplies to Fort Inge or to Fort Clark or even to Fort Duncan. Others are driving cattle to California where they can be sold for big profits. So if you want to go to the California Gold Rush, you might sign up to work for one of the wagon trains or be a trail driver instead of having to pay your way. Because, settlers are on the constant move and on the alert for raids by native tribes, and local militias have been formed to help the U.S. Army provide protection.
So we won't give you any more information than that. I think that already sounds really exciting and interesting for everybody to know. So just think of everything that Mendell said.
Now, both of you guys have at some point actually done the tour, right? Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the reaction you guys get from the tourists, the people taking the tour?
Oh, it's great. Excitement. It's horror. It's thrill. It's puzzlement.
It's puzzlement,
Yeah.
and the thing is, sometimes when the people really get into the stories and you tell them, you can see the expression on their faces that they're listening to what you're saying. And on some, when they're a little scary, it's like they jump back and go, wow, I would have never known. Or, just to know that this particular thing happened in our city is terrific. It is terrific. One year we did one that because I'm a retired AT&T person, we said there was an operator that still lived there. And you could hear her, as she walks down the floors. So I talk about what happened and everything, and at the last, we have a telephone that rings. Scared everybody to death. It was terrific.
If you had to make a pie chart, what would you say the ratio is between fact and fiction and or embellishment?
Oh, what? Heavily weighted in terms of fact, because one person we need to acknowledge
is Susan Anderson does all the research. Everything that we do is a research. Again, example, because I talked about this phone company. There was a fire that happened in that phone company building in the 50s, and that is where we came up with this story. But everything that we talk about, Susan Anderson herself does all the research. We may do 10% embellishment,
Sure.
but the majority of the story, this is history that happened in Uvalde.
Well, and Susan knows, Robert, because even though she wasn't born here, she got here as fast as she could.
Mm-hmm.
And you may know that she was my predecessor as director of the library very successfully for 25 years, and more recently has been working as the city planner for the city of Uvalde. In fact, she formed that department and got that underway. So we owe a great debt of gratitude to Susan for all the years that she's been. I think this was probably her idea because she's such a researcher, and she found out.
She is the one that came up with it.
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we are absolutely so blessed to have her at the helm of these types of things. Someone that really cares about the history and doing the research, putting that time, those hours in to make these things happen. So again, we're talking to Mr. Mendell Morgan, Ms. Olga Charles. The big event is tonight, the Lantern Ghost Tour, 7 p.m. downtown Plaza, $10 for adults, $5 for students. Of course, benefits the El Progreso Memorial Library. If you guys wouldn't mind, just touch on El Progreso, the history behind the library, and how this money benefits you guys.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Robert, because my favorite thing to tell is the story of how this group of women in 1903 formed because they wanted to work on self-improvement, civic improvement, and to establish a public library. So think about 1903. That is, 118 years ago now. They were so forward-thinking. It started in the home of one of the ladies. She had a nice collection of books, and she let people come as members of the library to check books out from her home. Other ladies gave from their collections, and over the many years, the library grew and grew and occupied space at one time in the current City Hall, the current county courthouse, the Garner Briscoe Museum, then on the West Nopal Street, and since 2004, here in a beautiful 36,000 square foot building that was dedicated in 2004 at a cost of about $5.7 million.
Yeah.
I know Miss Olga was on the committee that helped raise money for that, and I'm so proud of the fact that it was really local people who gave from $1 up to $500,000. We had one small government grant, but this was really a local people.
This is a labor of love from the people of the community donated to this library. It really is a labor of love because everyone got together and everybody pitched in to help build this building.
So we're here to serve all the citizens of the Uvalde area. Doesn't matter what your age, income, socioeconomic status, all of those things. We're here to serve the public. We have a very vibrant children's program going on. We have over a dozen really good computers with state-of-the-art internet, high-speed. Really, in fact, we have a psychologist that comes to meet clients here from time to time. He comes from San Antonio, and he tells me he brings his personal equipment because he does all of his downloading here at the library. We have the best internet service that he can get access to, including San Antonio. So I'm very pleased about that. But we have books in print and online, magazines, we have newspapers, we have reference books. We also feature an Artist of the Month. We have a bookstore. We're the only used bookstore, I think, in the county.
We are.
That right?
We are. Yes.
And we have meeting rooms, so we are always having programs here. And just like the Ghost Lantern Tour, we also have Opera Chats the first Saturday of every month. And the El Progreso Club meets here. They still continue to sponsor us, and we're so grateful for all their years of doing it. And next weekend, on Saturday the 16th, the El Progreso Club, which sponsors us, is hosting a fun shoot. So please check us out for more details about that. Perhaps you'll call next week, Robert, and we can tell you about the fun shoot.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, we all love our library, and we thank you guys and everybody involved for just fighting the good fight, man, keeping it going. And again, everybody get on out tonight. The Lantern Ghost Tour is at 7:00 downtown Plaza. Adults $10, $5 students, and you can buy online till 4:00 today. After that, it's kind of first come, first serve. See if you can get on in. And thank you again, Mr. Mendell Morgan, Olga Charles. Miss Olga, I'm going to be talking to you very soon for all the details about the big Christmas parade. So
That's right. We've got lots going on. So please do call me. And everyone, if there's anybody out there that would like a tour of our library, we have a fabulous library, $5.7 million library. If the girls cannot give you a tour, they will call me and I will come down here. I'll personally give them a tour because this is a building that cannot be passed up. Thank you, Robert, again, and we will be talking about our Christmas parade. Thanks, everyone. You at the Lantern Ghost Tour tonight.
All right, we'll see you tonight.
On the square.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you tonight, downtown Uvalde. All right, wrapping it up here with UvaldeRadio.net.